Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka Bish from DPS Lamachor. Today in this session, we'll be solving the practical question based on cash flow from operating activities. So, as we know, cash flow statement is classified into three activities. We have already discussed about the operating activities and we have solved one question based on operating activities. Here we'll solve another question based on cash flow from operating activities. So this is illustration 4 of NCERT, page number 251. According to the question, Charles Limited made a profit of rupees 1 lakh after charging depreciation of rupees 20,000 on asset and transfer to general reserve of rupees 30,000. The goodwill amortized was rupees 7,000 and gain on sale of machinery was rupees 3,000. Other information available to you, which is changes in the value of current assets and current liabilities. These are trade receivables showed an increase of rupees 3,000. Trade payables showed an increase of rupees 6,000. Prepaid expenses an increase of 200. And outstanding expenses a decrease of rupees 2,000. Ascertain cash flow from operating activities. Now, as we know, the very first point in cash flow from operating activity is net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So in the question we have been given a profit of rupees 1 lakh. As we have discussed in the previous session, that the profit which we have calculated by preparing trading and P&L account, before transferring that profit to the balance sheet, that profit is divided into various parts. So to calculate the actual profit, we will add all those part of profit to the profit remaining in the statement of P&L account. So here in the question, we have been given a profit of rupees 1 lakh and there is a transfer to general reserve of rupees 30,000. General reserve is a part of profit. So we will add this general reserve to the net profit. So here net profit is 1 lakh. 1 lakh plus 30,000 will be 1 lakh 30,000. We will add general reserve amounting to rupees 30,000. Next point is non-operating or non-cash items. This is the second heading in cash flow from operating activities. First heading is net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Second is non-operating or non-cash items. So as we know, we will add all the non-operating expenses which have been deducted in calculating the net profit by trading and P&L account. So here the non-operating expense is depreciation amounting to rupees 20,000. So we will add depreciation, which is a non-cash item, amounting to rupees 20,000. Now, next point in the question is goodwill was amortized for rupees 7,000. So amortization is also considered as non-operating expenses. So we will add amortization of goodwill and the amount is 7,000. Next is gain on sale of machinery. So gain on sale of machinery is considered as non-operating income because while calculating the net profit by trading and P&L account, this income is added to the profit. Now to nullify that effect, we will subtract non-operating income to get the actual net profit. So we will subtract gain on sale of machinery, which is a non-operating income. Amount is rupees 3,000. So we will put the bracket in the negative value. So by calculating this amount, 20,000 plus 7,000 is 27,000 minus 3,000 is 24,000. So 24,000 will be added to the net profit before tax and extraordinary item, and the amount will be 1,54,000. This amount is known as operating profit before working capital changes. So, by deducting and adding non-operating expenses and non-operating income to the net profit before tax and extraordinary item, the amount we will get will be known as operating profit before working capital changes. Formula for calculating operating profit is net profit before tax plus non-operating expenses minus non-operating income. Now, next point in the question is given that trade receivables showed an increase of rupees 3,000. So trade receivables is a current asset, and we know increase in current asset is always deducted. So we will subtract increase in trade receivables. Amount is rupees 3,000. We will show the negative value by putting the bracket. Next point is trade payables showed an increased balance of rupees 6,000. So here current liability is increasing. Current liability is always added when it is increasing. So we will add increase in trade payables, and the amount is rupees 6,000. Next point is again current asset is increasing, prepaid expenses is showing an increased balance of rupees 200. So we will subtract increase in prepaid expenses, which is considered as current asset. Amount is 200. And the last point is outstanding expenses showed a decreased balance of rupees 2,000. So outstanding expenses is considered as current liabilities. Decrease in current liability is always subtracted. So we will subtract decrease in outstanding expenses. Amount is rupees 2,000. So we'll calculate this amount. 3,000 plus 2,000 is 5,000. 5,000 plus 200 is 5,200. So 6,000 minus 5,200 is 800. We'll add this amount to the operating profit. So by adding 800 to 1,54,000, the amount we will get is 1,54,800. This amount will be our cash flow from operating activities. So we are using from here because we are getting a positive value. Whenever we get a positive value, we always use cash flow from operating activities. So this is how question based on cash flow from operating activities is solved. In the next session, we'll be discussing about the two more activities from cash flow, which is financing activity and investing activity. That's all for today. Thank you.